My name is Lily Kasika, Children's Pastor, Immanuel Africa Gospel Church. Today we're beginning a series on peace. In the book of John chapter 14 verse 27, we find this really important verse when Jesus says, "Peace I live with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, do not be afraid." Somebody said that at any given time, there are two things that rule the world: fear or love. And from the two, we react. And when I look at the world around me, it is evident that there's a lot of fear. And our joy, our happiness, we have placed the responsibility for our joy and happiness in the hands of other people, in the hands of things that are out there. And we depend on those things to give us peace. We are so desperate for peace, and don't worry, I don't judge you, myself included, that we are willing to pay any price to have peace of mind. We are willing to divorce. We are willing to go on retreats. We are willing to fast. We are willing to try pills that will help us sleep. We are willing to try weird religions. I mean, the list is endless. When you think about what people, the trouble people are willing to go to find peace, it's amazing what people will do to find peace. And we've done it. You and I have probably tried something to find peace. We've gone on retreats. We've had this, sometimes we have a girls thing where we go out and we just want to go and relax in a sauna. Na kama ni ya Kericho inaitwa sauna, najua ya Nairobi inaitwa sauna, but we go and you just want to get the pressure off because there's so many things that steal our peace. And it occurs to me that perhaps the reason why we do not have peace is not because the world is in chaos. The world will always be in chaos. The reason why we do not have peace is because a lot of times we are dealing with external things that we are depending on to give us peace, while really the one who can give us peace is God himself. In fact, Jesus doesn't sell his peace. Jesus doesn't require us to do star jumps. Jesus doesn't require us to go any place or to pay any fee. He says, "My peace I live with you." And when I look at that, I don't see any charge. I don't see any trouble. I see him offering almost, it's almost how do I put this? We don't like free things, and perhaps that's the reason why we've taken for granted when Jesus just gives things, when he just gives salvation to whoever will accept, when he just gives peace to whoever is searching. And yet the truth is, our peace doesn't have to depend on people. Our peace doesn't have to depend on happenings. Our peace can depend on the giver of peace himself. And he freely offers. He says, "Peace I give to you." And this is the peace of Jesus, the peace that does not depend on external things, the peace that does not depend on what will happen tomorrow, the peace that depends on knowing God is on the throne. So I'll go back to where I started, where someone said, at any given time, it's either love or peace. When we are afraid, we mistrust. When we are afraid, we treat people harshly. When we are afraid, we are insecure. When we are afraid, there are so many things that come out of that fear. But when we learn to trust in the love of God, when we learn to love, and lean on that love that God has given to us, it naturally sorts out all this other negativity that fear brings. When we learn to lean on the peace that passes understanding, because his peace doesn't mean the world is not in chaos. His peace means the world, his peace means the Lord is in control, even when the world is in chaos. This week, as you go about your daily activities, I want to encourage you, find peace from the source. The sauna will help for a week. The massage therapies will help for a week. The psychotherapies will help for a while. But the real source, the true source, is him who created him who can calm the storm, him who can speak to the wind, him who can heal disease, him who is the source. No charge, no theatrics. He says, "My peace I give to you." I guess then the question is, will you receive it? Because it's for free. I hope you do this week. Have a peaceful week.